Welcome to this recording where you're going to listen to insightful moments recorded during live coaching sessions with my clients who come from diverse professional backgrounds. And if you like what you hear today, please share it with your friends and colleagues. And remember to hit the subscribe button now and ensure that you never miss any other episode. Thank you. Okay, so sometimes people ask me, okay, I have these thoughts of not feeling good enough, and I get up and speak in public, or I'm in a meeting and I suddenly think, oh my goodness, that other person's better than me. I am going to keep my mouth closed. I'm not going to speak because I'm afraid. I'm afraid that I might say the wrong thing, or perhaps I just don't know enough. Maybe I'll be made, be embarrassed. And so then we talk about how to get past that, and we discover that underlying beliefs such as I'm not good enough, or perhaps it could be a thought of I'm going to make a mistake, or the thought of I don't know enough, or the thought of everybody else is taller than me, looks better than me, has more education, so therefore they are better than me and I come second. Whatever those underlying beliefs are, and there are many, many universal beliefs that most people feel somewhere, and everybody has them, except that for some people, when you're not aware, they actually control you. And they're like programs. They're like a virus program, and they may have been there from your childhood, or those beliefs have been handed down to you through your family system, your culture. It could be family, it could be like parents and grandparents and teachers. Anybody of influence could have handed you down some thoughts that then you made, their thoughts became your thoughts. And they've governed your life. They've been like the rudder, and it's taking you places, and you've made decisions based on that, right? But when you really think about it, as you get older and older, you sort of go, oh my goodness, I'm constantly comparing myself to others, right? And my voice, I can't seem to just speak out. I've got to double think about it. I've got to be careful. And it's like I'm afraid. I don't want to be vulnerable. Something could go wrong. I could become not important. So there's three things we want as humans. We want to make sure we matter. We want to make sure that we're safe, and we want to make sure we stay connected. Three very, very important needs, and we have them as babies and we have them as adults, and our underlying beliefs control all of that. So those underlying beliefs have a positive intention. So you don't completely scrap them, but you would investigate, what's this thought trying to do? What's this belief, trying to do that's creating these thoughts? Okay, and these thoughts are creating emotions, and these emotions are creating feelings. These feelings create a behavior. So all of that is unconscious. We want to be conscious. So when we're conscious of it, we're aware, we're mindful. There it is again. Could be weeks before the event. Could be a couple of days before the event. You're mindfully looking. Okay, I can see it. You notice it. You just notice it. And there's these 5 stages that a man called Ken Wilber talks about, from the integrallife.com. He says there is wake up, grow up, clean up, and show up. And then finally, open up. Okay, so we wake up, we become aware. We grow up, we start to realise, now I need to take responsibility. Nobody else is going to do this for me. It's about time, right? I need to just be proud of my voice. Then we're going to clean up. We start to clean up those thoughts. We may look at our belief systems. We might change some belief systems that aren't working anymore. We might rephrase them, keep some of them, change some of them, right? Look at our thoughts. So we start to, clean them up. Then we show up. We show up with greater presence. We end up showing up a lot more confident. We end up showing up with a little bit more credibility, and people look at us and think, well, he looks mature. He looks strong. Right? You even feel like that on the inside. And eventually we open up. We open up meaning we're happy to even give more. We're happy to take risks. We become vulnerable and brave simply because we have approached the inner critic, that inner critic that keeps us small, that wants to keep us powerless. The inner critic that ultimately actually has a positive intention, is trying to keep us safe, making sure you matter and making sure you stay connected. It has good intentions, except the behavior doesn't work. It holds you small and restricts you, keeps you powerless, and your voice becomes, doesn't have the presence it needs. Because it's okay to say, I don't know the answer. It's okay to say, I'll get back to you. Wow, that's interesting. It's okay to say, this is my gut feeling right now. I haven't prepared for it, but this is my experience. I'm just gonna wing it and say that this is what I feel, if it's appropriate to the conversation. And then say, I can come back to you with further details. All of that is okay. But you've got to be confident when you say that, okay? So the inner critic, right, has to be looked at. Inner critic's also terms like the inner child, or the inner voice, the inner internal dialogue. Great to spend time with that, with reflection, mindfulness, and awareness, even to see it. So you start with waking up before you can actually open up and show up. Thank you for listening to this recording. I hope it has helped you. Please remember to subscribe to this channel. I'll see you next time.